Hello everyone, um, my name is Ankit and I am going to walk through the code that I have wrote for GRAD-699 project. Before jump into the code base, let me give high level introduction of the application. So this application is based on the e-commerce domain and it is divided into uh, two major parts, like one on admin side and one on the customer side. For the programming language, so there are different programming language are used for this application, like Java, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, jQuery, and I have used MySQL as a database. And for this is the project architecture. This is the overall project architecture of the application. uh, so I will come back later to this slide. Let me show you the code first. So let me start from the database connection. So when any when the user hit any URL, it will hit the one of these services like create, update, find, delete. And so this all services require the entity manager, which is created from the entity manager factory, which is using the product store website. It is the persistence unit which contains all the database related information, like if you can see here, persistence name unit product store website. So it has contained the URL of the database, it has contained the username, password, it has a contained the JDBC driver and the some properties that shows logs, SQL query in the logs. So let me go to the login page first. So when the admin goes to the login page, it will ask for the email ID, password, and when the user admin hit on the login button, it will invoke the validate form input. So what it does is it will check the okay, email is valid or not, password is empty or not. So if if it is something wrong, then it will show the alert like please enter the email or please enter the password. And if it is written the true, then it will invoke the login servlet, admin login servlet. So if you can see here, this is the admin login servlet. So it says when the URL contain the admin and login, admin slash login, then admin hit the submit button and it will invoke this URL and it will call the user service login method. So you can see here in a login, so it is getting the email and password from the whatever the admin input in as their credentials, and it will check with the database that email ID and password is valid or not, or this email ID and password are available in the database or not. If it is available, it will return the true, otherwise it will return the false. So if it is written the true, then it will create the session after session and it will store the admin's email ID as a session session attribute. So again, if the admin somehow close the browser and come back again, then it will check the session, okay, and this session has the admin email in it, so this admin already log in, so they don't this admin does not have to log in again. And if the login is failed, then it will send the appropriate message like okay, login failed. So for this semester I have added like a lot of functionality, like uh, add product to the cart and adding the or customer can uh, order the product, customer can give the review to the product, and also the admin level, like admin can see the can manage the order, manage the reviews, manage the shipping status of the application. So let me go through one of the functionality. Let's say, okay, shopping cart functionality. So when customer is logged in and he's go to the he want to order something, right? So they added the product item into the cart, and then they can see here like, okay, the shopping cart your shopping cart details. So whatever the items added by the customer, it will shown here, and this page has the four option which is like two buttons and two URL. So this is the update. Customer can update the cart, like if there is a one item in the cart, then customer can make it like two, three, and update the cart. And customer can also clear the cart using the clear cart button. So if there is like multiple items in the cart and customer does not want to continue with this, all the products, then they can clear the cart, or they can also use the continue shopping. So in that case, the whatever the item in the cart, it will remain there, and customer can also browse the different pages like to add more product in the cart, and customer can check out the. So when the customer check out, it will invoke the checkout.jsp page. So you can see here, so when customer go to that checkout page, so it will shows the tell the customer like, please review your order like it is the correct information, and also the it will ask for your shipping information. Customer need to update all this like the recipient name, phone number, address, city, zip code, and country, and also the payment method. I have ordered only the one payment method like cash on delivery. I did not add those other payment API. And when the customer click on the submit place order, or they can also go to the continue shopping page also. So when the customer click on the place order, it will validate like, oh, okay, all the fields like cost, shipping address, and all are there. If it is, if customer miss something, then it will show the appropriate message like, please enter the zip code, or please enter the country name and everything. So when the checkout place order button, when customer click on the place order, it will invoke the place order servlet. So as you can see here, place order the servlet. So it says when the place order is hit, it will invoke the place order method of this order service. And in this method, the I am creating the order object with all the information that customer gave us, and all the shopping cart details that customer added in this cart, like all the items. And I'm calculating like subtotals and everything, and I'm adding as a orders in order object and creating the order here. So as you can see, it will call the order do to create this order, and it will says, okay, it will set this order date now, current order date, and it will update the status with the, okay, your order is now in processing state, and it is creating the order. So as I told you earlier, like this. So my overall application are divided into the three layers: presentation layer, service layer, and persistence layer. So all the browsers presentation layer, it contains the JSP code, HTML, CSS code, and first level of validation. So I explained, like this presentation layer is calling servlet, and servlet calling the user's service layer. On service layer, the most of the business logic code are there, and from the service layer, it is calling the DAO layer. So that's the For this way, like there are less dependency in, if like in future if I want to implement the presentation layer, right? So I don't have to touch the service layer code or the database layer code. So in this way we have more flexibility to update the code in the future. And thank you for watching this video.